I've got like a hard date on it now. I will put up my community post later today, which is Wednesday, that like is asking for Trick or Tuesday stuff, and I will put in also another reminder that just says, hey, if you have a question, speak now, or wait until we do another Q&A at some point. I'm not sure. We'll probably get one in by the end of the year, but we'll see. So, that being said, if you do, there is a community post that's in on my community tab that you can do. Leave a question or in the comments down here. Don't matter. So, the next sort of little housekeeping thing is that this is the first of 2 Flowers members videos for August. We did not receive any suggestions for these videos, which, like I have said, is completely okay. You do not owe me anything. I have contingencies. I have written down not a long list, but a decent list of like different video ideas that could be sort of like member adjacent that people have suggested in the past. So the second one will be going up pretty much the same time as this one. Maybe it'll be coming out on Friday, depending on if I get it filmed. But this is sort of clearing out my... I've been hideously busy. I promise the September videos will be more timely from me to you. I promise that. I'm hand to God. So, my friend, this video has been suggested by a couple of different, and like supported by a couple of different long-time commenters. The first person that I saw comment this, this was back in, I believe, like May or April or something like that. I think it was probably May. But this was from Purple Ice Pick is the first comment that I saw. And then I know Chels was happy with it. I know Melanie, one of my channel members, and then probably June, another one of my channel members, were pretty happy with this idea. So this is sort of the older suggestion that I am bringing into the modern day. And that is for me to do tongue twisters, because I cannot remember what video it is for the life of me, but in one of my videos, I did sort of one of my favorite, like, drama enunciation warm-up exercises, which was, so my drama teacher would have us all standing, this was in high school, my drama teacher would have us all standing in the drama room, which was like a black box theater. If you don't know what that is, just like basically everything is the color black. It's exactly how it sounds. It's a very versatile space. Very like improv friendly. Anyway, so he would have us all stand in kind of like a grid, and we would all be in neutral, which is basically just 1,000-yard stare, doing nothing with your body. So other than my arm, I would just be. And then we would say a bunch of these tongue twisters, and my favorite one is this. I am not going to do it in neutral because I don't want to freak any of you out, but the idea is that you're in like neutral and you're saying, here's a to-do, to die, today at a minute or two till do. A thing distinctly hard to say, yet harder still to do. To get a tattoo at a quarter to two, at a rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a till 2. Then he would yell out angry, so the same thing and then iterating on it. I find it very exciting. It's very improv, which I also, of course, enjoy because I had no friends in high school. JK, I actually had a lot of theater friends in high school. I was very, very happy for them. And then those theater friends kind of branched off into football friends, weirdly enough. I never did football. But two of the guys who were on the football team, which, yes, we do have high school football up here in Canada. It is just, like, not as sort of wild as American high school football. And I also live in Alberta, so it's a little bit more like Western culture kind of thing. But two of the guys who were on the football team were also incidentally in drama. So by being friends with them, I was weirdly kind of like, I was friendly with a lot of like football guys, which I do not mix with very well traditionally at all. So it was just kind of cool. But yes, so I loved improv and all this. So I then would do little improv games with my swimming lessons kids if I needed to keep them busy. So I am going to continue with a bunch of these little sort of tongue twisters, not necessarily in any particular order. I'm not going to go from like one to the other. Just what I feel is how we're going to do it. It's all very improv. See what I did there? You all are getting to see my unbearable side, the side that talks about theater a lot. No, my improv side is the unbearable side. I love improv. I love I kind of love the batshit nature of improv. But I also realize that improv people are very, very fun and cool to other improv people. To others, we're a little bit weird. I embrace weird though. I love weird. I like the fact that I'm odd. But another one of my sort of favorites, I do have them written down just so I don't leave any of them out. I got some of the most friendly ones, or I should say ASMR friendly ones. Some of them have a lot of like like harsh S sounds, which are good, peppered here and there in ASMR, at least for me. But not necessarily like a full, just like like that's a little bit much. But my first one that I wrote down that I think is probably the most ASMR friendly tongue twister vocal warm up is the tip of the tongue, the teeth at the lips, the tip of the tongue, the teeth at the lips, the tip of the tongue, the teeth at the lips, the tip of the tongue, the teeth at the lips. The three most important apparatuses that we have in language, and that's how my drama teacher would describe it to me, where we were really working the tip of the tongue and the teeth and the lips. The lips you don't really work in that one very much, but you definitely work the tip of your tongue, the teeth, the lips. but I really liked it because then it showed me the points in my articulation where I needed work. The other thing that he would do is he would tell us to project, and I think a lot of people get this sort of mixed up with yelling. When somebody tells you to project, and this is public speaking advice if you want it, if you're looking for it for whatever reason, but projecting is not necessarily doing as much as you fucking can. It's a lot more about if you're trying to pull back your voice, you're doing something really quiet, it's still strong, but you're saying it like a copper coffee percolator, a copper coffee percolator. You're still giving it the support that it needs, but you're being very quiet with it. But a copper coffee percolator, if you really start enunciating and speaking sort of from the core of your pelvis, and you're just saying a copper coffee percolator, you are serving it up a little bit more. That is what projecting is. If I was using my real voice, I would give you the real thing, but I also don't want to, like, upset you. So he would often say things like, here's another one, rubber baby buggy bumpers. He would often say, okay, now take it back. It's going to be a lot more like rubber baby buggy bumpers. And then he would say project, so rubber baby buggy bumpers. Nothing really changes about the tempo or the pitch. It is just the support and the strength that I am giving to what I am saying at the time. And that is how, if you are not mic'd, which for all of our shows he was adamant that we didn't mic, which I mean, I had to be okay with it. It worked. He was very, very adamant that we be able to project to the back of the theater. So things like that, I think, have really helped me. Especially drama really helped me with my like social confidence, I'd say, where I don't know, I owned the fact that I was a little bit odd, so here I am today. Another one, which is a classic, is red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. I think that red leather, yellow leather, tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips, and copper coffee percolator, I think are the three on here that are the most perfect for ASMR. Red leather, yellow leather. See, I almost fucked up. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips, the tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips, a copper coffee percolator, a copper coffee percolator. I really like those. I like, here's a to-do, to-die, today, and a minute or two, till do. A thing distinctly hard to say, yet hard to still to do. To get a tattoo at a quarter to do, at a rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-do, and the dragon will come to the beat of the drum in a minute or two, till do, today, and a minute or two, till do. That one's good, but I think it's a little bit repetitive. Red leather, yellow leather is just short and sweet, but here's a to-do, to-die today is quite, it's very verbose, I'll say that about it. You could also be a loquacious lip licker, a loquacious lip licker, a loquacious lip licker, a loquacious lip licker. You can imagine that some of these had a room of grade 10 students, quite giggly. A loquacious lip licker, a loquacious lip licker, a loquacious lip licker, a loquacious lip licker, a loquacious lip licker. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I think loquacious lip licker is also very ASMR friendly. This one is, let me offer a subtle rebuttal. Let me offer a subtle rebuttal. basics, I would say, like, I think everybody knows Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, and she sells seashells by the seashore. I think those ones are quite, like, recognizable. I don't know, but we just never said them. He also had some, like, really, like, niche ones. I know Loquacious Lip Liquor, I don't think, I've never heard that one outside of his class. I've also never heard, here's a to-do to die today in a minute or two till do, a thing distinctly hard to say yet harder still to do, to get a tattoo at a quarter to do, and a rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a, and the dragon will come to the beat of the drum in a minute or two today in a minute or two till do. I think that one, I've also never heard before, but we did it so much it feels popular. I also went a little bit too fast. You can't go too fast, or else you don't articulate. You would be upset with me. Here's a to-do to die today at a minute or two till do, a thing distinctly hard to say yet harder still to do, to get a tattoo at a quarter to do, at a rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-do, and the dragon will come to the beat of the drum in a minute or two till do today at a minute or two till do. There. That was more proper. Then, what is the one that I haven't said? Oh, I haven't said two on this list. The first one is unique New York. 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 You will find many drama students in the hallway of a university. Specifically, okay, I went to the University of Alberta, and you will find in the Fine Arts Building, we call it FAB, obviously, but they're like students all along the hallways, especially either at rehearsal times or show times or presentations. You will find a lot of drama students just like stone cold unique New York, unique New York, and then you'll hear students doing lip drills, so like that, but I'm not doing them obviously, but like you go low and then you go like super high and you do this. I don't know, but I liked it. There is another one that reminds me of my choir warm-ups. I'll talk to you about one of those in a second, but Never Needle Nancy Nguyen. That was another good one that I really liked that I've never heard before. Never Needle Nancy Nguyen. Never Needle Nancy Nguyen. Let me offer a subtle rebuttal. Let me offer a subtle rebuttal. You should never needle Nancy Nguyen. You just should. You should never needle Nancy Nguyen. Leave Nancy alone. But speaking of choir, my choir also, I'm sorry if you can hear bumping. Usually this mic doesn't pick it up, but it's my neighbors across, well, my neighbors on the other wall. What was I thinking? Oh, the choir warm-up. We had one that was, so we would do the drills, and then we would also do like ba 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 ba, which I think translates decently. There was one that my choir she also had a lot to do with me coming out as gay and like just the whole school knowing, which I was happy about, where it was sort of just like, you know what, I'm not going to hide it anymore. And word kind of just spread, and it stemmed from her asking me and if it was okay if she asked me about it, and she and I had like this little conversation, and then